time is up. It's 9 o'clock. No more warm-up balls. It's time to start. I'll fall to wait for the kickers to go on. The marshals will be wearing green shirts. That's how you can tell them. We will start in a moment. Lanes 31, 32 will keep on warming up for 1 minute. All the others, you can start when the pitches are on. Good luck, a lot of strikes, or as they say in Germany, good votes.
Good morning from the Khalifa International Bowling Center in Abu Dhabi, ready to get started with our first squad of the singles event here this morning. We've got Singapore, Chinese Taipei, Philippines, and Germany on our featured pairs to start things off today. Gonna bowl 6 games of qualifying. The top 4 bowlers after 2 squads will advance to the finals, which won't take place until Wednesday here in Abu Dhabi. So we've got 2 squads today of singles competition. First squad on the lanes now. The second squad will be about an hour after we finish here this morning with this first squad. And this is the 2015 World Bowling Women's Championships. Men bowled here last year for the Men's World Championships. Now this year it is time for the women to be on the stage and bowl for their world titles. If you're looking for the online scoring, the results, the list of participants, all of that information can be found at 2015wwc.worldbowling.org. 2015wwc.worldbowling.org. That link also posted on the World Bowling Facebook and Twitter accounts if you'd like to check that out. Once again, starting off our singles competition this morning with bowlers from Chinese Taipei, Singapore, Germany, and Philippines. And if you want to know if your favorite bowler or country is going to make it on the live stream pairs, our live stream featured pairs for this tournament, 9 and 10 and 11 and 12 are the pairs that we will have on throughout the tournament for you in qualifying. And so if you go to the results page on the World Women's website, you can see what lanes the players are going to hit each game. And so you can look ahead and see who's going to hit 9 and 10 and 11 and 12. And we will have different bowlers on our featured pairs each game as we move along. And again, the website 2015wwc.worldbowling.org. Someone in the chat asking if Team USA is bowling this squad. Yeah, there's only 2 squads of singles. So that means that for the teams that have 6 players, they're going to have 2 bowlers on one squad and 4 on another. So for example, Germany has 4 bowlers bowling on this squad this morning, and that means they'll have 2 bowlers on the next squad. They would never put all 6 bowlers on the same squad. Bowling on the Tokyo pattern. .43 feet. And bowling for the United States this morning on this first squad, Shannon O'Keefe and Stephanie Johnson are bowling. You can find the full list of bowlers on Squad 1 if you go to the World Women's Championship website and click on the results, click on singles, and then Squad 1. You can see who's on this squad and what lanes they're going to hit throughout the morning here. Looks like the U.S. team will be here for game number 5. Australia's got 4 bowlers bowling on this squad this morning. It looks like Narelle Baker and Beck Whitting will get to us for game number 4. Canadians, we're going to have Miranda Panis and Robin Orlikowski on game 4 as well. So again, you can just look at the website, take a look, and see who's going to be on the featured pairs throughout the day. Looks like Almigueta from the Dominican Republic, the only representative from the Dominican, will have her on game 4. Along with the only representative from Latvia, which is Diana Zafialova. She's going to be on game 4 as well. Game 4 will also have Sweden. You can find the link to the website for the World Bowling Women's Championships underneath the video in the description of this event. You can also find it on the World Bowling Twitter and Facebook accounts, which is on Twitter at World Bowling and on Facebook as well. Just search for World Bowling. And the direct link to the website is 2015 wwc.worldbowling.org. All right, so just to recap for those of you just tuning in, bowling 6 games here, Squad 1. Squad 2, which is the rest of the field, will be on the lanes this afternoon for their 6 games. After that, we'll cut to the top 4 bowlers. The highest 4 scorers will advance to the medal round. The singles medal round will not take place until Wednesday. Tomorrow, we're going to have trios event, broken up into 2 squads. and 2 rounds. So actually there's going to be 4 different squads tomorrow because they bowl 3 games on Tokyo and then 3 games on Los Angeles. And that might be the other way around actually, but you get the idea. And then the trios finals are going to be on Wednesday after the singles ends. So on Wednesday we're going to have singles medal round and trios medal round. Thursday is doubles all day, qualifying for doubles followed by doubles medal round. Friday, the first 3 games of team event. Saturday, the final 3 games of team event followed by the team medal round. And then Sunday, we wrap things up with the Masters competition. Rounds 1, round 2, followed by the medal round here on Bowl TV. So today, just a qualifying day here at the World Championships. So we will determine our 4 bowlers who are going to bowl for the medals on Wednesday. You can find the full schedule of events at the Women's World Championship website. And if you're in the United States, you can find the schedule in Eastern time at bowl.com/livestream. Dean Geisler makes the spare. They're going to have to make a correction. It gave her 8 spare, had that pin that was offset a little bit. So they need to make that a 7 spare instead of an 8 spare. So the Germans are off to a pretty good start here this morning. If you look at the online scoring, you can kind of go through each pair and see if anybody is putting together any big scores. That's what I'm doing right now. See if we've got any big numbers brewing out there. Looks like Malaysia off to a pretty good start for both their players. Britt Bronsted, Denmark with the front 6 on lane 18. Worth watching. Lane 20, Yeon Eun Hee. I would guess that's Korea with the front 6. Jenny Wegner of Sweden has, she had the front 4-9 spare strike. So she's off to a good start. So some good scores out there early on this morning in game number 1 as we are just kicking things off. Britt Brunstead just threw the front 7. So could have some early fireworks here in game number 1. Britt Bronstead now with the front 8 on 17 and 18. Remember, this World Championships format is a sprint, especially in the singles event where it's just 6 games to determine who's going to take part in the medal round. So it's important to get off to a good start, more important to just avoid a bad game throughout the 6-game block. But so far, scoring pace looking like it might be pretty high early on here. Front 8 now for Yeon-Un Hee of Korea on 19 and 20. And Britt Bronstead of Denmark, she's getting ready to bowl on lane 18 with the front 8. So I'll let you know how she does here in the 9th frame, if she's able to set herself up for the 10th. Britt just let go of the ball. And it looks like she struck again. So front 9 for Britt Bronstead of Denmark. See if the Korean can also get to the front 9 in just a moment. She's not quite up yet. But some big scores here. Game number 1 across the house. Looks like Yeon-Un Hee for Korea is up on the approach with the front 8 on lane number 20. And looks like another strike. Yes, front 9 for Korea. And it'll be just a moment before Britt Bronstead is up with the front 9 herself. So we've got 2 bowlers with the front 9 here in game 1. to start off the singles event here at the World Championships. And I'm going to step away for a moment, go down, make sure we get some video of what happens in the final frame. We'll let you know. Keep an eye on the live scoring. 2015 WWC.worldbowling.org. Well, no 300 here in game one as Britt Brunstead leaves a 10-pin first shot in the 10th. Ends up shooting 279. And Yun Eun-hee of Korea pulls the ball through the face, leaves a 6-pin on her first shot in the 10th. And she can go 279 as well. decent scores on our featured pairs here in Game 1. This first game comes to a close. And, 5 of the bowlers in plus territory here in the featured pairs after Game 1. But scores pretty high across the house. Some pretty big numbers put up in Game 1. To kick off singles qualifying this morning in Abu Dhabi. Game 2 coming up in just a couple of minutes here, live on Bowl TV. Stand by. All right, game 2 getting started. We've got Germany, the other German bowlers on this squad. Philippines, Chinese Taipei, and China. So some repeat countries, but different bowlers here for this second game. And it looks like among these players, the one who put up the best first game was Martina Schutz of Germany, 221. And as soon as we have the standings, we will let you know as they are quickly going into game number 2. All right, standings updated. Britt Bronstedt of Denmark and Yun Un Hee of Korea, both at 279, leading the way. Sin Lee Jane of Malaysia at 247 is third, and Miranda Panis of Canada at 246 rounds out the top four. Kim Jin Sun of Korea at 244, Jenny Wegner of Sweden at 243, and Angie Ramirez of Colombia at 236. So scores high after the first game. That'll be updated on the World Bowling Women's website pretty soon. Score's not quite updated on the website yet, it doesn't look like, but they'll be coming shortly. But as we mentioned, 279, a pair of 279s led the field on this first squad after game one. 72 players here on squad one. It's Britt Bronstedt of Denmark, Yun Un Hee of Korea, both at 279. Sin Lee Jane of Malaysia at 247. In fourth place is Miranda Panis of Canada at 246. So fourth place cut position currently 246 plus 46 with 5 games to go on this squad. And then squad number 2 coming up this afternoon, so we won't make our cut to the top 4 until everybody has bowled 6 games today. And a reminder that the medal round for the singles event is not until Wednesday. It is not today. It is not until Wednesday. run down some of the other players in the standings here in just a moment once the in-house scroller gets back to the top of the standings, because I know it's not quite updated yet on the website. Actually, it is now updated on the website, so you can take a look at the official website for the tournament, which is 2015 wwc.worldbowling.org. Once again, it's Denmark and Korea at 279, Malaysia 247, and Canada 246, your top four. Then Korea 244, Sweden 243, Colombia 236, Sweden 235, Colombia 226, Colombia 224. So top 10 sitting at 224, but the cut is fourth, currently at plus 46 with 5 to go here on this squad. Philippines, Germany, Chinese Taipei, and China on our featured pairs here in Game 2. We have different bowlers coming to the featured pairs every game, and you can find out who's going to be on our featured pairs if you go to the World Women's Championships website. And if you look at the results for singles, and then the participant list will show you what lanes they hit throughout the squad. You're looking to follow the bowlers who are currently in the lead. Britt Bronstedt is on 19 and 20. Spare, double spare to start for Britt, and then Yun Un Hee of Korea is on 21 and 22. Strike, spare, open, strike to start for the Korean here in the second game. Nine and 10, 11 and 12 are featured pairs here at the Khalifa International Bowling Center. And will be throughout the championships, and you can look ahead to see whether your favorite player or country will be hitting these pairs throughout the event today on the results page at 2015wwc.worldbowling.org. (13 and 14). Lisa Kabowski of Germany as the front six. And you might be able to catch a glimpse of her on the far right side of your screen here in just a moment. She's about to bowl on lane 13. She's up on the approach right now. There she goes, and there she is, right on the right side of your screen. Front 7 now for the German. Looks like she's the only one with a chance for 300 here in game number 2. Excuse me. Good shot for Li King of China. Her first strike of the game. Pat Luoto bowling pretty well for Germany in this game. After shooting 191 in the first game, she can pick up the spare and max out this game at 257. 3 frames to go. Scoring pace seems to have cooled off just a little bit this game after a pretty quick start to game 1, as you might expect. Players getting 10 minutes of practice on their starting pair. Sometimes you can see some pretty good scores in the first game as they get accustomed to that pair for a little bit of extra time, and in game 2 they have to move with no practice. Sometimes that can hold down the scoring pace just a bit in game 2 from game 1. Lisa Kabowski of Germany, front 7 on lanes 13 and 14. Up right now. And she left a blowout 7-pin to end the run. Nice shot for Luoto. And she strikes again. This is her 6th strike in 8 frames this game. Again, she can go 257 if she punches out. Finishing up our second game of 6 here, Squad 1 of the opening event of the 2015 World Bowling Women's Championships. Nice game for Chinese Taipei. Chao Chia Chen, 225 after shooting 219 the first game. Pat Luoto, Germany, goes high on that shot, 3.610. Her max score drops to 234 now. But we'll still get the plus territory after 2 games. After shooting 191 in the first game. Very nice, 234 from Patricia Luoto. She gets to plus 25 for the tournament. 2 games into singles. All right, game number 3 about to get started. Looks like Mexico, Korea, Hong Kong, and Spain on our featured pairs here for game number 3. As we're moving along right on pace here. And the opening squad of the 2015 World Bowling Women's Championships. First squad of the singles event.
Good morning, everybody, and thanks again for joining us here at the 2015 World Bowling Women's Championships. This is Matt Canizaro joining Lucas Wiseman here at the Zayed Sports City Khalifa International Bowling Center in Abu Dhabi. We've got standings after 2 games here. Our first squad of singles leading the way. Britt Bronsted from Denmark at plus 96, 248 average for 2 games, followed by Kim Jin-sun from Korea. Hwang Yeonju, plus 79, 239 average. 4th place, Lisa Kabowski from Germany, followed by Jeon In-hee from Korea. These are our top 5 right now. Again, everybody bowling 6 games today. We'll have 2 squads, and then after 2 squads, the top 4 will advance to the semifinals, which will take place Wednesday. Right now, you're watching game 3 of 6. And this is singles competition. A lot of great information available at worldbowling.org, or you go right to the tournament page at 2015 wwc.worldbowling.org, and you can see online scoring. You can follow your favorite players across the house and see how they're doing frame by frame live. And you can check the current standings there as well. Again, this is Matt Canizaro alongside Lucas Wiseman. We'll be here all week long for coverage of this event. You can check out bowl.com/livestream for the complete live stream schedule. Of course, all the exciting semifinals and finals also will be covered here on Bowl TV. So we do appreciate everybody joining us. If you have any questions, feel free to drop those in the chat room. Looks like a lot of great questions already. Again, thanks for tuning in from all over the world. And we'll be here all week long here at the 2015 World Bowling Women's Championships. Thanks for joining us.
All right, in game number 3 of 6 here at the World Bowling Women's Championships, first squad of the singles event. Matt ran through the scores for you a moment ago. Britt Ronstead leading the way at 496 for 2. Kim Jin-soon of Korea at 481. Wang Yeon-ju of Korea at 479. Lisa Kabowski of Germany at 471. Yeon Un-hee of Korea at 469. Jenny Wegner of Sweden in 6th at 467. Stephanie Johnson of the United States is 7th at 460. Angie Ramirez of Colombia at 448. Chu-Chi Chen of Taipei at 444. And 10th place is Jung Da-woon of Korea at 440. So that's your top 10, 440 after 2 games. 4th place at 471. Plus 71 is 4th place, with 4 games to go on this squad to be added to the standings. And remember, the other half of the field coming up this afternoon to bowl their 6 games of singles qualifying. And once everybody has finalized their 6-game totals, we'll know the 4 who advance to the medal round, which will take place on Wednesday morning here in Abu Dhabi. Game 4 coming up should be a good one. Got a lot of great players. We'll be on our featured pairs for Game 4 next. So stand by for that in about 4 frames or so. Got a front 7 for you. It's Zayatul Afifa of Malaysia on 5 and 6. Lane 5 is where she's at with the front 7 to start game 3. After shooting 279 the first game and following it up with 190, Yun Eun-hee of Korea has gone spare 6-bagger. She just opened, though, in the 8th frame for 193 in the 8th. Still can shoot 253, though, in game number 3. I don't see anybody else with a chance for a 300 this game, except for the Malaysian, who's on 5 and 6. So we'll keep a look at the live scoring on 5 and 6 to see how that plays out. And if you're looking to find the live scoring or the results, you can go to 2015 wwc.worldbowling.org. Link on the screen for you right now. Looks like Malaysian left a single pin and missed it in the 8th, so that run of strikes comes to an end. Second squad on the lanes at 1:30 local time here in Abu Dhabi. That's in about 3 hours now. As we start to come to the end of game 3 of 6 here in our opening squad, it will be halfway point after this game ends. We should have a few of the top players in the standings coming up for game 4 on our featured pairs. All right, game 4 getting ready to get started here. We're going to have Australia, Sweden, Canada, and then our mixed team here between Dominican Republic and Latvia with 3 games to go, so we're at the halfway point. The Swedes bowling pretty well. Jolene at plus 44, Jenny at plus 69. So they are the top bowlers on our feature pairs for this game. And next would be Miranda from Canada at plus 9, and then Diana from Latvia minus 7, Almy minus 11. As game number 4 officially underway here. First shot for Jolene from Sweden is a split. And as soon as everybody finishes up game 3, which looks like just about everybody is done with game 3 now, they will get the scores updated pretty quickly here. And we will let you know what the updated standings are after game 3 here momentarily. Second squad for the women coming up at 1:30 local time here in Abu Dhabi, which is in about 2 hours and 45 minutes from now, 2 hours, 40 minutes. until the second squad, which is the rest of the field, will be on the lanes this afternoon. And once everybody has bowled 6 games, we'll cut to the top 4 for the medal round. And the medal round for the singles will not take place until Wednesday morning. Tomorrow is trios all day, 4 separate squads with 3 games on each squad. Everybody bowling 6 games, 3 on each pattern. And we'll cut to the top 4 trios teams as well. And the trios medal round will happen after the singles medal round on Wednesday. Doubles on Thursday. Qualifying and medal round Thursday for the doubles. And then Friday, Saturday's team event, Sunday Masters. All right, updated standings. Korea occupying the top 2 spots in the standings after 3 games. Wang Yun-yu of Korea at 723 and Yun Un-hee at 711. Angie Ramirez of Colombia in 3rd at 705, and Britt Bronstedt of Denmark, 696, is in 4th. Korea 5th, Malaysia 6th, and Sweden in 7th and 8th. As those will be updated on the website momentarily. Remember, only the top 4 advance, so this is a very quick tournament. Only 6 games, and you go from 145, 147 players, however many ended up showing up, just to 4. So you're cutting from 140 plus players down to 4 after 6 games. It's a harsh cut. It's a tough cut to make. And there's no room for bad games. So of the 147 players, we can tell you that there were 769 bowling balls checked in. So that would be an average of 5.23 per bowler. So most bowlers bringing 6 bowling balls. A total of 769 bowlers have bowling balls brought to the tournament. The number one brand in terms of number of bowling balls is Storm, with 267 of the 769 balls checked in. And then you've got Brunswick with 109 balls, and Rotogrip 102. So some interesting statistics. And the number one most popular bowling ball is the Storm Lock. 38 bowling balls, 38 Storm Locks registered in the field. Number two would be the Storm Pitch Black. 33 of those were checked in. Columbia 300 White Dot, 24 of those checked in. And the Brunswick T-Zone and Rotogrip Haywire and Track Paradox, each with 18 checked in. Always interesting to know what the bowlers are throwing here at the World Championships. Once again, standings after 3 games, Wang Yunju of Korea at 723, plus 123. A 241 average for the first 3 games today is your leader. Yun Un-hee of Korea is second place at 711. Angie Ramirez of Colombia at 705. And fourth place is currently Britt Ronstedt of Denmark at 696, a 232 average for the first 3 games. And we still have this game and 2 more to go on our opening squad of the singles event here at the World Bowling Women's Championships in Abu Dhabi, UAE. If you'd like to see the list of checked in this week at the World Championship, if you'd like to check that out, we've posted that list on our World Bowling accounts. Follow World Bowling on Facebook at facebook.com/worldbowling.org. Scoring pace seems to have slowed down just a little bit, at least on our featured pairs. Bit of a struggle here now. Just about to look across the house here on our live scoring and on the website. Got a couple of people at the front 4, front 5. We'll see how they progress as this game moves along. Team USA, Shannon O'Keefe, Stephanie Johnson will be on the featured pairs next game. For all of you fans in the United States who are watching. Well, Rebecca from Australia up to the far right side of your screen just threw another strike for the front 7. So something to keep an eye on. I believe she might be the only one here in game 4. Seems like each game we've had somebody go at least front 7. The first game we had 2 front 9s. Both ended on the 10th shot. Game number 4 wrapping up here on our featured pairs. Game 5 coming up momentarily. Looks like Stephanie Johnson for Team USA starting to make her move. Can shoot 259 this game, down on lane 38. She's sitting at plus 40 coming into this game. But she ended up throwing a split in the 10th for 224. And loses 30 plus pins, 35 pins in the 10th that game. And will only be at plus 64 now. She really needed a big finish to get herself back in the hunt. Meanwhile, finishing up here on 11 and 12 with Canada, Latvia, and the Dominican Republic. Coming up on 9 and 10, our Korean superstars sitting at plus 161 and plus 158 after 4 games. Is Wang Yun-ju sitting at plus 161, had 238 last game, and Yun Un-hee had 247 to get to plus 158. So they are just dominating here in the singles event to start. Of course, looking to put up some big numbers that will hold up with a squad to go. But no surprise, the Koreans are always very, very tough to beat at the World Championships for men and women. They spend their entire year training together and preparing for these events. All right, Game 5 underway here live on Bowl TV from the 2015 World Bowling Women's Championships at Khalifa International Bowling Center in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. We've got Korea and Indonesia, China and the USA. Looks like the Chinese player hit her ankle there on her first shot. As soon as we have the updated standings after Game 4, we'll let you know. Still waiting on the updated standings. Shouldn't be long now before we have those for you. As we watch Game 5, we'll have one more game to go after this to close out qualifying for singles for the first squad, and then the rest of the bowlers in the tournament will be on the lanes this afternoon in about 2 hours for their 6 games. opportunity to watch what is most likely our top 2 players on this squad this game, Koreans, bowling on 9 and 10 this game. I think we have an update on the standings coming here on the in-house scroller. So stand by for an update after game 4. Yes, we do have updated standings now. Wang Young-ju of Korea, 961, is your leader. Yun Un-hee of Korea at 958 is second. They are the 2 that are on our featured pairs this game. Angie Ramirez of Colombia at 896 is third, and Zayadatul Afifa of Malaysia at 895 rounds out the top 4. So right now it's Korea, Colombia, Malaysia, your top 4, with a game and a half to go here in Squad 1 of singles qualifying at the World Championships. Fifth place is Young Da-eun of Korea at 894. Currently just a 1 pin back of 4th. And then Nina Flack of Sweden is at 892. Rocio Restrepo of Colombia at 874. And Stephanie Johnson of the United States at 864. Britt Bronstedt, 863. And Jenny Wegner of Sweden at 860 rounds out the top 10. So the Koreans trying to run away with this thing and put up some big numbers that will be tough to beat on the next squad. And at the pace they're going, it sure seems likely. They're at a 240 average. You have to feel pretty good about their chances to both make it in, and that's about where they're at right now. As Wang steps up, she's currently your leader at a 240.25 average, up right now on lane 10. Double spare, double to start for Wang. And Young with spare 4-bagger to start this game. So the Koreans showing no signs of slowing down whatsoever here in game 5. Angie Ramirez, who sits in third place currently at plus 96, is on 15 and 16. Triple spare double to start this game. Looks like we've got one player with the front six this game, Sasha Weddle of Denmark. And she just left a 10 pin in the seventh, so I don't think we're going to have a 300 this game, but we continue to have people get front 6, front 7 each game, it seems like. We only have one more game to go on this squad. We'll have a re-oil break, and then squad 2 will be coming in about an hour after we finish up here with squad 1. An open frame for Korea in the 7th. Slows Wang down temporarily. Still has the potential to be a big game for both of the Korean players, though, on our featured pairs. If Stephanie Johnson from the United States wants to make a run at the top 4, she had better start striking soon. Even if she strikes out this game, only 246 max. And she's down at plus 64. She would need a big finish to this block to have a chance to make it into the top 4, because remember, we got half the field still coming up to bowl this afternoon. All with their sights set on making that top 4 and advancing into the finals, which will take place on Wednesday. Another strike there for Sharon from Indonesia. Triple. plus 50 coming into this game. Can strike out for 243, get to plus 93. Be a big jump. As Wang steps up in the 9th. That one cuts high and leaves the split. Big 10th frame coming up here for Yun Eun Hee, who is now in the lead. Still shoot 256 this game. Three in a row for Yun Eun Hee, and 256 with push her to plus 214 with one game to go. Going to be 243 with the spare for Yun Eun Hee. Ends up getting one, so 241 to get to plus 199. And Wang Young-ju can strike out for 210 to get to plus 171. Angie Ramirez, who is third, the Colombian at plus 96, can strike out for 257 in the 10th. And that would get her plus 154 with a game to go if Angie could strike out. Keep her within distance of the Koreans heading into the final game. Remember, only 4 bowlers advance, and it's 4 bowlers after both squads combined, so scores pretty high at the top of the leaderboard, as you might expect today. And that just means that plenty of opportunity for the bowlers on the next squad to come in and fire some big numbers to make it into the cut for the finals on Wednesday. Top 4 advance to the finals on Wednesday, and well, Wang gets the double in the 10th to maximize her scoring potential here in Game 5. Meanwhile, Angie Ramirez, who we were keeping an eye on just a couple of pairs over from our featured pairs, just left the Greek church in the 10th frame. And that's going to cost her a lot of pins. Stephanie Johnson can strike out for 225. That would get her to plus 89. And a brutal 8-pin there for Stephanie. finishing up Game 5 on 11 and 12. Game 6 already underway on 9 and 10. Give you an update on the standings after that 5th game as soon as we have them here live on Bowl TV from Khalifa International Bowling Center in Abu Dhabi. All right, updated standings after Game 5. Yun Un-hee of Korea, 11.99. Wang Young-ju of Korea, 11.70. Jung Da-un of Korea, 11.20. And Zaidatul Afifa of Malaysia, 11.20. So that's your top 4. Angie Ramirez of Colombia, 11.16. And Nina Flack of Sweden at 10.90. Just outside of the number with a game to go, but of course a whole squad to go to try to shake up those standings. But right now it's 1, 2, 3, Korea, Korea, Korea. Tie at third with Malaysia. So the Koreans dominating the competition in the singles event so far today, as you might expect, as has traditionally been the case in this event, as the Koreans have fared very, very well over the last decade or so. Official website for this tournament, 2015, wwc.worldbowling.org. You can see that in the bottom left of your screen right now. 2015, wwc.worldbowling.org is the official website for this 2015 World Bowling Women's Championships. This is our final game. And after this game, we will have a break for the re-oil for about an hour, and then the second squad will be on the lanes to bowl their 6 games of singles qualifying to determine our medal round, which will be on Wednesday. Angie Ramirez from Columbia. She'll be up momentarily on lane 11. She's currently just outside the cut number. And if you don't make it into the top 4 on this squad, you have no chance to make the medal round. So you got to at least get to the top 4 for your squad to have any chance. And Angie currently 4 pins outside of the number. You would think that you want to get at least a second place, which is pretty tough right now with the way that the top 2 Koreans are bowling together. They're just off to the right of our featured pairs now this game. And they are kind of at a slow pace this game. No doubles through 5 frames for either of the Koreans, who are first and second. So I'm sure the rest of the field would love to see them come back a little bit in terms of their average, have that go down just a touch. Right now you've got Yun Eun Hee averaging 239.8 and Wang Young-ju of Korea averaging 234. So about 10 to 15 pins a game higher than the rest of the field. But their scoring pace a little bit slower this game. If they continue at that pace, they would both be at about 200 this game. Here's Ramirez. A lefty looking for the break, doesn't get it, leaves the 6. She'll need a big game to have a shot to bowl for the medals on Wednesday. She can still shoot 269 this game if she picks up the spare and strikes out. Get her a plus 185. You never know, that could be in the neighborhood. The way things are looking now, though, could be plus 200 to make the cut. Well, we mentioned that the Koreans had not thrown a double this game, and then they promptly both throw a double in the 5th and the 6th. Get back on track. Now on pace to be about 210 this game. And if they were to strike out, they'd both shoot 259, which would be pretty huge. Just about guarantee them spots in the medal round, I would think. But we won't know until later today. Like 17 and 18, we've got a front 7. Diane Coronacion, not sure what country. Looks like maybe Philippines. Actually, they just did a score correction, and the 10 pin must have fallen. I think it was a 10, maybe it was a 9, but they spotted the pin up, so it ends in front 6. So that score correction will come up on your live scoring here momentarily. Patricia Luoto of Germany had the front 8, just left a single pin, down on 37 and 38. Both of the Koreans who are first and second now have triples going into the last 3 frames. Squad 2 scheduled to begin in about an hour. Might be a little behind schedule depending on how long it takes them to oil the lanes. Great church for Angie Ramirez. So she is in a tough position now. It looks unlikely for her to put up a number big enough to get into the top 4 on this squad. She almost makes it, gets 4 of the 5. Open frame though. Korea really coming on strong for their top 2 players on this squad to close out this game. They both now have 5 strikes in a row going into the 10th. They can go 259 apiece, put them well into the plus 200 territory. And their teammate, Jung Da-woon, just shot 222 to get to plus 142. Like Patricia Luoto of Germany got to plus 153 with 268 her last game. That might move her up into 3rd place on this squad. In fact, I think it will. So it looks like the standings are going to be Korea, Korea, Germany, Korea for the top 4. With plus 142 being 4th place. That's what it looks like. But your top 2 are going to be pretty far ahead. Yun Un-hee just finishing up with her fill balls. 9 on the fill for 258. Gets her to plus 257 and pretty much go ahead and punch her ticket for the medal round, I would think, on Wednesday. She'll have to wait and see, however. But plus 258, 257 is a really huge number for 6 games. So you're going to have Yun Un-hee at plus 257 and Wang Young-ju of Korea with a strike on her fill will shoot 238 to get to plus 208. Finishing up our last couple of shots here. Our next squad scheduled to start in 50 minutes. Not sure if it'll start exactly on time, but it won't be long from now, about an hour away. Be able to find the final results on the official website, which is 2015 wwc.worldbowling.org. But Korea, Germany, looks like what the standings will be going into that next squad. Yun at plus 257, Wang at plus 208, Luoto of Germany at plus 153, and Young of Korea at plus 142. And we will be back with you in about an hour with the start of the next squad here from Abu Dhabi.